Welcome back to what is the last episode of Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door, where we confront the toughest boss in what I would say the entire series, actually, Bonetail. He doesn't even talk to us, he doesn't even want to hear from us, he just wants to get into the fight. Actually, more likely he can't talk because he's dead. What a freak. Wow, way to be judgmental, Kumbella. Joking aside, this is blind, by the way. I have never done this fight. I've never seen a video of this fight. This is completely blind. He has 200 HP, I know that much from the old Nintendo Power Guidebook, but have never personally seen this fight. Yeah, it's Bonetail. He's the oldest brother of Hooktail. So old, he's just bones, in fact. That's old. His max HP is 200, his attack is 8, and his defense is 5. He has various breaths that might confuse us or put us to sleep. Whenever his HP gets low, he'll recover or reanimate, as the case may be. He's probably stronger than the last boss, seriously. Let's do this, right? So, this attack can be super guarded. I equipped Defend Plus, that's why I only did 7. But yeah, that attack can actually be super guarded. One of his attacks, which is a bite, like Hooktail, it cannot be super guarded, and making it one of the only attacks to not be super guardable, apparently. 2 defense means this battle is kind of a war of attrition, as I like to say. Okay, let's do this move. I don't actually use this move very often, but okay, that worked. It's an FP drain for sure, but it kept him alive, so I'll take it. Again, this is considered the hardest boss. Again, I would say this is the hardest boss of the entire series because even like Super Paper Mario Super Boss is easier than this piece of work. So yeah, that's why you want to do, have Koops for this, potentially. I have read some strategies, so again, I say this is blind, but again, I do know some things about this boss, how it generally operates. Like burn, you can't do burn, so that's a very good strategy. I'm going to be switching out partners quite a bit because of all the status effects, to try to sort of circumvent that, I suppose. Again, this attack can be blocked, it's very hard to do so. Again, now you know why I pumped so much into HP towards the end of the pit. So, we were like 3 minutes in, actually less than 3 minutes, but we're about 3 minutes in, and we've only gotten down as far as like, what's her name? Like, Shadow Queen has 150, that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, we've gotten him to close to 150 after like several minutes already. So yeah, I basically timed that because he doesn't do that 2 times in a row, as far as I'm aware. So, yeah. So basically, I'm just doing a little timing manipulation because he doesn't actually seem to do breath attacks 2 times in a row. So I'm intentionally making sure to basically bring out Cooper at very specific times of the fight. Let's see, who can actually help us here? This attack won't do much, but I want to re-inflict the burn. It's sort of like in Final Fantasy 13, how you want to basically have, like, okay, I think it's late enough that I can actually spoil this. Partandalus is considered the hardest boss, even harder than the actual final boss. And he's fought, like, really early on. He's fought in, like, Oerba, I think. And also, I think the chapter before you get to whatever the big plain area was. I don't remember what that's called. Basically, the general strategy is just poison the guy and just chip away at him, and then the poison will actually do more damage over time and just make the battle so much easier. Also, I equipped the Feeling Fine badges just as a safety net. Also, I noticed I'm talking really fast because I'm like legitimately panicking during this. Because again, I don't know what he can actually do. He will probably try to beat the audience like Hooktail because this is the final boss. It's gotta have some tricks up its sleeve. And to be honest, even Shadow Queen absorbed the audience. So yeah, blocking that negates status effects, so I'm trying to block as much as possible. I might use a Sweet Feast sooner than later in order to make sure my star power is at a decent level throughout the entire fight. That's actually really hilarious. I'm not sure if that actually did anything though, but it looked hilarious at least. The little can falling on his head. It's like, oh, he's the boss of the underworld, and he's like phased by that. That is the unblockable attack. So Sweet Feast. It should go without saying that Showstopper doesn't actually work on this guy. And I'm pretty sure no status effects except Burn actually work on him. You can't Gust him out, which makes perfect sense to be honest. I barely missed that mushroom. Very lucky in that regard. Okay, so we're kind of sitting pretty now, to some extent. At least Bobbery is, which is good. I'm going to do this. Again, War of Attrition, so I'm just gonna put in a little bit of a safety net. I want to get that Super Guard timing really badly, actually. Sort of becoming an obsession at this point. Okay, hammers, because of the way damage is dealt, one continuous attack rather than two attacks that do half damage of the hammer, it's actually a lot easier to just It's a lot easier to just use oh, what am I saying? It's a lot easier to just use hammer in this fight than a jump. The damage output ends up being higher, even counting power plus and everything. I should have equipped the hammer badge. There's a badge that raises hammer, but makes it so that you can't use certain attacks. I should have equipped that, because that would have actually sped up the fight considerably if my hammer was like supercharged. Oh well. We haven't gotten a breath attack in a while, so I might switch out Vivian. I haven't decided yet. Also, I don't know how many heals he has. I know Bowser has 3 heals in the original Paper Mario. I don't know how many heals he has in this one. Breath. So yeah, if I was gonna switch out Vivian, that would have been the perfect time to do so. We're halfway there. And we're actually about 7 minutes in, so we're actually making good time, comparatively speaking. Block it. Good. Got it. Do this again, War of Attrition, just chip damage. That's basically my strategy at this point. To just basically put in like safety nets so I can just do chip damage. In addition to basically have Mario deal actual damage. It's kind of a weird strategy, I will fully admit, but it's like, I don't know what else to do at this point, to be honest. This is also the audience level that can actually get to, what am I saying? This is actually the audience stage level that can actually get to, 200 people. So that's what I was thinking of earlier when I said 200, when it was actually 150. So that's what I was thinking of. So we're back down to roughly where we were before he healed, which feels rather tedious. Again, just gradually dealing damage, in addition to just pummeling him when I get an opportunity. I admit that the Bomb Squad probably isn't the best use of FP, so I think I'm gonna knock that off, actually. I'm looking really quickly to see if he actually can, how much FP you can actually, HP you can actually regain, and I'm not seeing anything. So, apparently, as far as I can tell, he has unlimited HP heals, so that's annoying. But luckily, we're actually making pretty short work of him, all things considered. He's already down to down to the 60s. So, ow. Okay, so I'm just, oh shoot, that's bad. That's actually really bad. That means we can't get any more star power for a few turns. So if we use the Sweet Feast now, that means we can't actually get any more star power for a little while. This is bad. So I think the best course of action would be the Zest Special. The Zest Special heals 20 HP and 20 FP. Again, that's why I had a variety. That's why I had the Whack Bumps, the Zest Specials, the Ultra Shrooms, the Jelly Ultras, that's what I meant to say, for situational healing. Like a Jelly Ultra would be overkill at this point, so I wanted to have smaller heal items just as a backup, so I could have, so I could account for all types of healing. Just basically, because you don't need 50 HP heals every time. I would really go for a slot machine right now, but no such luck. This is gonna be bad. He roared, which to me signified that he was gonna do something really big, but he actually didn't. So I'm not quite sure what that roar was for, if it was just a he's low on health kind of roar, or what. It's okay. Okay. Oddly enough, it hits him twice, I'm noticing, which is a little bit strange. Okay, there we go. This battle's going really smoothly, actually. Ow. I see as I get pummeled into the ground, literally. I should be able to survive a couple more hits from that, so I think I'm just gonna keep, pummeling him and hope for the best at this point. Okay, there we go. Fork out of nowhere. And also, because... Okay, we are actually gonna do something here. I have a plan. Ow. That actually completely ruins my plan, by the way. Okay, switch in Goombella, because she's been with us this entire journey. Goombella's been with us since the very beginning. And now we are going to do the thing I wanted to do during the Shadow Queen fight, but we were literally just short on star power. We are going to finish it off in the most stylish way possible with a supernova. Meaning lots of obnoxious button mashing. If I do the full supernova, it will do 15 damage. She has 14 HP, that is plenty. So, again, this is very exciting. I've never done this before. So, that's the game. And with that, Bonetail is finished. He only gives us 1 star point, which I don't complain, because frankly, we've killed everything in the game, basically. So it's like, we don't have to worry about star points at this point. And like all of them, they all cough up something. This guy coughs up a giant treasure chest. What could be inside, pray tell? What's Goombella say? This is the lowest floor of the Pit of 100 Trials. A zombified dragon named Bonetail used to protect this room. Yuck. But you're the first person to make it this far. I totally knew you would. Let's get out of this creepy place and back to the world above, okay? This is the return postage badge. Make direct attackers take 1/2 the damage they do. So basically, it's a counter. It's a really good counter, actually. So yeah, we have completed the Pit of 100 Trials. What's this say? Deepest level reached, 100 record power bounces, 0 star pieces found, 100. So we have effectively killed the toughest enemy in the entire game, and again, to me, in the entire series. Going into our journal, let's actually look. We have, what is this badge, actually? I thought that would be the return postage badge, but it's actually up here. We have 73 out of 85 badges. The remaining ones are, like, from Charlieton and Rogueport, and also from the, lovely House of Badges. So that'd just be grinding, basically, for money, and then basically buying all the badges, so that'd be tedious. Recipes, 7 out of 57. Again, you have to accumulate a lot of coins and a lot of items to actually be able to get all the recipes completed, so we will not be doing that either, because that would take forever. Catalog, we have tallied everything except Yamazy Daisy, because I panicked, basically. I actually encountered Yamazy Daisy in Chapter 4 off screen, but it was when Goombella wasn't actually in the party, so I will probably do that off screen for my own personal satisfaction, but other than that, we have effectively done everything there is to see. I will not say we have completed the game, because we still technically could do the recipes, and we could do the badges, but I don't really see a point in doing that. We have basically killed Bonetail, which is really cool. So, with that being said, I think this is a good place to end this project. This has been really fun. I'm like my adrenaline is like through the roof, if you couldn't tell, because of fighting Bonetail for literally the first time. And yeah, I was really happy to finally do this. I'm really happy my GameCube did not turn off on its own after being on for 2.5 hours. So shoutouts to my GameCube for being one tough cookie, basically. But in any case, next time, we are going to start a new adventure. What will it be? I kind of threw out some possibilities before, but it's going to be one of those. I'm not saying which one it will be first. In any case, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for a new adventure.